makosa yo, makosa, saka makosa yo, makosa, saka makosa yo. Come on, small London. My name Ngando, but you can call me. You know what it is. I know the hustle no be small. Now it's time to chop money. So when I step into the club, Rolex, Gucci, Louboutin. Yeah, the DJ call my name. Yeah, the girls that scream my name. Wax day. Oh, this baby fine. Oh, she done blow my mind. Said she want to spend my dough, but I swear I know the show. Till she wine to the floor. It no beat as on the saka makosa yo. Makosa, saka makosa yo. Makosa, saka makosa yo. Saka makosa yo.
Hello, Wax. How are you?
Hey, what's up? I'm good, and you?
Yeah. For how long have you been here?
How long have I been in Cameroon?
Yeah, for this time.
I think it's 2 days now. Yeah, 2 days. I came in like a couple of days ago.
What do you feel about the weather?
Wow, it's hot. I'm scared to go out, I'm scared to step outside. It's cool inside, but, it's nice, the weather is really cool when you're going around the city and experiencing the, it's I just came in from Nigeria. Before that, I was in Ethiopia. And, like every city has its beauty, so it's really good to be out, to be home. Yeah,
you must work with mobile fan.
Yeah, you must. I think I'm going to try to invent a jacket that has, a
glasses.
Fan a fan inside.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
It's gonna make me rich.
Cool. First, we start with our slots. C'est quoi ton taf? C'est quoi ton taf? It's just a part where you talk about yourself and your works, your daily work, and your musician skills, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So for the first question, we start with you.
Yeah.
You've been in the music business for quite a long time.
Yeah.
As you told us just a little bit.
Yeah.
You are touring all over Africa.
Yeah.
But it seems like in Francophone zone in your own country, who is Wax?
Exactly. Quite honestly, I spent a lot of time, working in different countries. I did music for quite a while as a passion, so I'm the kind of person that, if I don't feel like, doing a gig sometimes, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to do this, not because I don't like it, but because I've got really two passions, in my life. One of them is music. The other one is people. So I think I've spent, a big chunk of my time, just walking around, working with people in different things, For example, I spent a whole year of my life, studying what is called the South African Human Trafficking Awareness Week. The amount of time I think I've put into music, especially when it comes to Francophone Africa, has been really small, I think. So in all fairness, it's not something that surprises me, but I think in the bigger picture, I've built a very strong foundation, which very few musicians have in Francophone Africa, and I can really decide to do what I want to do. I can decide if I want to, if I want to tap into that market, if not, because I have the foundation. So, to me, it's not a big, I'm not sweating about it. I think everything is gonna come in good time.
Too bad for Francophone, though. Even though you make some, you did a lot with Francophone artists like Crotar. You did a featuring with him.
Yeah.
And you did a lot for Zangala to get the fees back, right?
Oh yeah, exactly. And not just that. I've kept working with a lot, with quite a number of Francophone artists. And there's lots of things that I do. I don't just consider myself to be a musician. Okay. I consider myself to be a businessman. I'm in the music business. I've spent the past year, while working on the other projects I've done, working on a new online business that is really going to revolutionize the way we sell music in Cameroon. Okay. I think for the first time, because what we've done is over the past year we've been able to map, the consumer behaviors of all music consumers, Cameroonian music consumers inside Cameroon and out of Cameroon. We've done that finish. We have a database of 2 million potential music consumers, and we have data on each and every one of them. And the next step which we're going to now is to looking at how to map each and every musician in Cameroon and pair them up, with their consumers. So I really think about music. So
how do you choose the music though? Because you say Cameroonian music, but when you say among all what have been produced, there's a lot of crap. So
no, everything, you know, even crap, you know, everything has its market. Even the crap, you know, like there's people that listen to the crap, you know. No, quite honestly, you know, basically what we're gonna do.
When I say crap, it's basically crap. So you can even hear 2 minutes of a song. So you like.
I mean, if you've watched what is called Idols, you know, there's people that come there and sing real crap.
This is Idols, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you mean that you must have craps so that viewer can say, hey, me myself, I can be the next challenger.
Exactly. You know, some people go.
This is a business, so
some people go to TV, right?
Yeah.
And some people go on TV and you know, and they sing because their mother told me you're a great singer, but you know, everybody else can see their crap, you know, but their mother's gonna buy that music because this is my son. So when we look at people, for example, under my new company that's gonna come out in the next couple of months, when you see, you know, an artist that has produced a song which is crap, and I'm not scared to tell people your music is crap, you know, when you see that, they have at least 10 people in their family that are ready to buy that music. It's kind of our community iTunes, but it's much bigger than that, you know, it's more than just iTunes, because
as far as I understand, since the algorithmic, the song can go to the bottom, to the right.
Exactly, it can do all of that, exactly. But then what
is it more like a billboard?
It's more like a billboard. What I've also done is that I've made it very Cameroonian, in the sense that if you study the consumer behavior in Cameroon, musicians not only make money from selling music.
No, you just signed to D'banj.
Yeah.
And how is it gonna be with your label and D'banj? Tell us about it.
Actually, it's a collaboration deal. So D'banj works with my company, Lollipop Records for French Africa. I work with this company, DB Records for Nigeria and West Africa. So it's that kind of exchange we have. And that's how I work with DB Records. The way I'm looking at the music industry is a lot more than just markets. You know, I'm looking at development. So I'm developing a structure. You know, I just set up an office now in Bali, and I'm currently hiring staff for it. You know, so that what I'm building is not just it's not just a fly by night thing. I think it's something where we're going to be really able to add value, you know, to the music industry and really bring a revolution in the lives of musicians. So I told myself, you know, the next single I'm going to do is going to be something about where I come from, Cameroon, so that when these people see it, you know, they're going to know, hey, this is what Wax is all about. And so, you know, started working with D'banj. I remember actually, you know, I went to the studio with D'banj's producer, and we started working, and I was like, you know what, I don't feel this, you know, and he kept saying, you know, you have to do this in Igbo and all that. I'm like, no, you know, this is not where I come from, this is not me. And even if I'm going to release something in Nigeria, I need to make sure it's Cameroonian. So I went back, you know, to South Africa, sat down with my own producer, who is O Magic from Angola, and I said, you know what, let's do something with that, you know, the Nigerian market can understand, but then at the same time, that has an identity of Cameroon. And he said, like, what? So we actually did 2 songs. One of them was Makosa, and then we did another song with K-Switch, the guy that sang Obimo with D'banj. I did another song with K-Switch, which is called Bagalum, which is going to be coming out really soon. And I thought, you know, this is something. Really busy. Yeah. It's not only that, you know, we have a whole, you know, I've got, you know, another song with Fali Pupa recorded. I've got one with Banky W and Runtown. So we've been working, and I've got all this material which is like ready to come out now.
This is a cryptage, and here Wax.
Yeah.
We talk about music, we talk about everything and what's happening around us.
Yeah.
Literally in the business here in Cameroon or in Africa.
Yeah.
So my first question is for this time is we see a lot of people, a lot of hustlers in music right now are coming for Limbe, Bueya, and Bamenda. What do you think? Do you really think that they push the urban music forward?
You know, this question is a very personal question to me, because I remember about 5 years ago, you know, I had an interview with the late Moise Banteke, God bless his soul, and you know, and I said on that interview that, you know, in a few years' time, Bamenda is going to run this, you know, the sound of Cameroon in Douala, and you know, a lot of people called in and said, like, you don't know what you're talking about. You know, it's never going to happen. And right now, it's happening before all of us. So I believe really strongly in the music we're pushing. And I think that, you know, we're seeing people like Sunday Eno going out and not just representing the music from Southwest and Northwest, but for the whole of Cameroon, because Sunday Eno's inspiration is not from the streets of just Kumba. It's also from the streets of Douala, you know, and all of that. And I really think that this music is going very far. It's going to get that mileage, you know. We've seen Stanley, I think it's right now in South Africa doing a new video and all of that, representing there. Joe Jovi is very powerful as well. I mean, extremely talented, and I have no doubt that he's going to break those borders as well. It's going to take a little bit longer for him because he's not a very, he's a very short-sighted person when it comes to the business side sometimes. But his talent is gonna shine through, ultimately, and he's gonna make it in that way. So I'm really excited. I think for Cameroonian music, but not just that. There's a lot of other young people coming out. And right now, as Cameroonians, it's not just that we have all the platforms. I mean, we can easily move into Nigeria, and speak with the biggest boys there and make things happen. We have record companies like Empire Company coming into investing in this Anglophone music as well. XM Music, X Malaya coming with new Anglophone guys. I think the music has not only become one in terms of the respect that Anglophones and Francophones have for each other, but I think that the inspiration and that this the young people from the Southwest and the Northwest are coming with is really the future of Cameroonian music. I'm very certain about that. And if you doubt what I'm saying, check out Makossa.
Cool. Now, say between you and me, and Cameroonian music, especially on the urban scene, they don't like to collabo. Who do you see collabo with?
Quite honestly, we've not understood the concept of collaborations for a very long time in Cameroon, and it's understandable. I always think that if you want to collaborate with somebody, first of all, you have to learn from each other. Secondly, you have to bring something to each other, and if I'm going to collaborate with an artist and be on his song, I expect him to promote that song, so I don't waste my time. I've heard a lot. There was a heated discussion we had yesterday, saying, for example, that Stanley Eno requests 2 million francs for a collaboration, and I was saying, for example, that if a company wants to come and use Stanley Eno's brand, they pay for it. So I don't see why if a smaller brand who wants to build his brand wants to come in Stanley Eno, they should pay for it. But on the other hand, also there's a musical collaboration that is meant to make the industry grow, and I'm all about that. For a while, a lot of Cameroonian musicians didn't understand me, and they thought, I live in another world and I cannot work with them, and I didn't get it, and because usually when you call me, I would say, speak to my assistant, exactly, and they're like, no, he has to speak to somebody else. What kind of attitude is that? But I'm a musician, I'm a businessman, and I can't. So we need to learn a lot as musicians in Cameroon, understand how these things work, and understand that it's professional. But now you just need to work with those people and make it happen. I was on my Facebook page. I got a couple of messages from virtually unknown artists, and they're saying, Wax, you don't work with Cameroonians. Can I work with you? I'm like, yes. Give me a good song tomorrow. I'm gonna work with it. And the proof is that I think over the past week I've done a collaboration with West Don from the Southwest. I've done one with Galaxy J1 from the Southwest. I've done one with Guy Michel in the past 1 week only. And I'm doing one with Stanley Eno as well. And I think whoever comes along, I'm here for the next 1 week. Whoever artist I see that wants to work, I don't waste time on it.
I do. Okay.
Give me a good song. Give me a good song tomorrow.
No, I'm not a singer.
That's
it was a joke.
Yeah.
Let's go forward a bit. You live in Nigeria, in SA, South Africa.
Yeah.
But that I do like Afrobeats there.
Yeah.
And even though I don't know if Kwaito still the ruling stuff in South Africa.
Yeah.
But I just noticed that South Africa music doesn't export. Is it because elsewhere they don't have money that they have, or?
I'll tell you what, there's in the South African music industry, there's been a couple of problems. And let me take it from the start so you can understand the difference, I think the beauty of Nigerian music is that the majors like Sony Music, Universal pulled out early. So it gave a chance to the independent artists to grow themselves and hustle. So when they had the chance, they blew up. Now, in the South African music industry, Sony Music, Universal still run the biz, and having run it, what does that mean? It means that whenever they release an R. Kelly or a Beyonce, they push it really hard at the detriment of the local artists. So they didn't invest money in the local artists in South Africa. That was the truth. So even the quiet artists, they content with local success, and when they want to push anything out, they're going to push the big artists like R. Kelly and Beyonce and all of them. That's the reality. I think that the major companies killed South African music industry. Now, recently, the music industry has changed, and over the past couple of years, if you realize, the songs like Corner from Afiki Zolo, that took over Nigeria, took over Ghana, took over everywhere. This is the rise of the independent labels now in South Africa, coming on that same par. And very powerfully also, South African hip-hop has grown over the past couple of years to overtake the entire. So you have guys like Cassper Nyovest, who won, like all the Channel O Music Awards, best hip-hop artists, who are now, like getting American producers to come in and produce for them. Double HP, but now South African hip hop is the biggest, hip hop industry in Africa right now.
No, cool. Yeah. Very nice to talk to you. We go to our third slot. Yeah. It's like photo shooting.
Ooh, okay.
We are photo shooting. We just show you some photo, and you give us a thought about the guy on the photo.
Okay, I'm gonna have a photo of this as well.
Yeah, you for sure. We gotta have it. Who is that guy?
Is that okay? Let me see.
El Tito.
El Tito, yeah, that's El Tito.
Yeah.
El Tito I like his swag. I don't think he's a very talented rapper, but he's one of the, I think one of the guys that was responsible for the rights of South African hip hop. Yeah, I mean, I like him. He's a cool cat. Had some really cool collaborations with Banky W back in the day and all of that. Yeah, and he's still very much in the game. Yeah, but yeah.
You got 2 hours second.
All right, cool. Krotal! Ooh, still my most respected Cameroonian hip-hop artist. I think that this man is one of the most underrated. He can rap, he can sing. He's a super cool guy.
Yeah, that's right.
And I think that he's got a lot of still left in him. I want to see Krotal just climb up and, and dominate some foreign markets, because that's where it's going to go. So, hyper great guy. I had lots of respect for him. I think, to me, he's still a father of, the street hip-hop in Cameroon.
And our last photo. Manifesto.
Manifest, yeah. This Ghanaian, Ghanaian urban music scene has been very consistent. I think it's not quite had the brouhaha of Nigeria, or it's not been as big, but these are some of the names.
Even though they also have a presence there.
Yeah, they have a presence there, they've just not been as glamorous, but then they've been very consistent and they've been original. I love Ghanaian hip hop because they don't hide it,
too.
Yeah, it's simple, it's straight, it's cultural, and it's great. So lots of respect for them, lots of respect for them. If you even look at the way he's dressed up, these are people who know where they're coming from, and that's what that's
why I like with them. So they keep it
real.
They keep it real.
And that's how Africa has to be. That's our future. In the future, when you think about swag, when you say swag, when you say this guy's got attitude, you want to go back to Africa, and you want to see Lil Wayne looking at like, what this guy's up to, hey,
and that's right.
What's this? Want to shock them, and that's what we're gonna do. Ultimately,
you have to bring our own.
Yeah, want to be our own, exactly. So lots of respect for Manifest, lots of respect for his whole crew. Everyone doing their thing out there. Yeah.
So we go to our next pre-last slots. It's coming from Facebook. We call it the Facebook questions.
Okay.
Like it's on Facebook. Today we have a question from Rodrigo Chofo.
Okay.
And he say, we like you guys.
Yeah.
And we support you.
Yeah.
But really, Nigerian music is working on Cameroon.
Yeah.
And how do our music can revitalize it?
Okay. I think,
one day.
Yeah, I think, ultimately, we cannot have, Nigerian music so high one day and then the next month Cameroon music takes over. It's a gradual process. And I think this is going to come when we support our artists more as Cameroonians. Trace Africa is, it's a great platform. Should I have said that? I was going to say Boom TV. Boom TV, is a proud, station that, is working to promote our artists. That's exactly what we need, because when artists are being seen, doing their thing, and the artists themselves give more quality music, ultimately we're going to respect ourselves and our music is going to shine internationally. It's already happening. I can see that Cameroon music is already climbing. And a few years ago, when you heard Afrobeats, session, it's only your bands and all of them. But nowadays, when you get into Afrobeats, you also hear, you'd hear Museba in the club, you hear Makosa in the club wax day, you hear all the, even Denzel, and new artists are coming up, Ambe, new artists are coming up, and you're getting this, and it's great. That shows that we are making progress, and we need to keep up the momentum and invest more in it, make it more serious, and make it happen. And
my question is, even we should not ask this question because during the 80s and the 90s, Cameroon music were dominating Africa.
Exactly.
Not asking. First of all, for me, it's like we need to have good producer and
good products.
Good product.
And good businessmen behind it.
Most of them. Yeah, I think for if you want to be far, we must have first good producers.
Exactly.
And this was a case. There was a case they took time to make music, not like because everybody has the Fruity Loops.
Yeah.
And they come out the song during the night and they need it to be on the radio.
Yeah, exactly.
So people need to take time and
have a proper. That's what it comes down to exactly. Because I think we take for granted, especially as musicians, sometimes what the quality of a music means. You might have a great song, but it's not properly mixed, not properly mastered. It cannot play in all the clubs.
I agree
and then you lose the publicity. Whereas the difference with the there's some really bad music that comes out of Nigeria, but it's boom boom out there, and then people just dance and all that.
Thank you, Wax. Thank you, Wax. I know your schedule are very busy.
Yeah.
And we are very, very great to have you on our studio for this quiet time, and we hope that next time you come to FANCode again.
Oh, I'm gonna when can I come tomorrow?
Yeah, of course. Every day.
Thank you for having me. Thanks so much for having me. Boom TV the best. Keep watching your boy Wax right here.
So, last word for your fans?
Lots of love. Lots of great music coming out in 2015. 2015 is definitely the year when we are taking over. And if you don't know who I be, make you Google. You go see Wax there.
Cool.
All right, let's have fun.
Thank you, Wax, and have a nice trip in Cameroon.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now it's time to chop money. So when I step into the club, Rolex, Gucci, Louboutin, yeah, the DJ call my name. Yeah, the girls that scream my name. Wax day. Oh, this baby fine. Oh, she done blow my mind. Said she want to spend my dough, but I swear I know the show. Till she whine to the floor. It no be as on to saca makosa yo. Makosa, saca makosa yo. Makosa, saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Till she whine to makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Trois, tout le monde. I don't travel around the globe. Lagos, Joburg to Yankee. Number one girl is my show. Banky Moune snap with me. If you don't know who I be, make you Google, you go see Wax Day. Oh, if you get my line, Natalie go find you. Said she want to spend your dough, but you swear you not go show. Till she whine to the floor. You know be a son to saca makosa yo. Makosa, saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Till she whine to makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Be fine. Oh, she done blow my mind. Said she want to spend my dough, but I swear I know the show. Till she whine to the floor. It no be as on to saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo. Saca makosa yo.